Most of you will think, like I did, that a cigarette filter is a filter, that it can in some way take the bad stuff out of cigarette smoke whilst leaving in the things that drive people to smoke more cigarettes. I won't say the good stuff, but things like the nicotine and the flavor. Well, that is completely untrue, but it's a very understandable idea because we call them filters and because of very, very successful marketing campaigns and because they are on really every cigarette, and even if you roll your own cigarettes, you always buy filters. So this idea in the name itself that filtered cigarettes are in some way healthier than not cigarettes is very deeply embedded. 75% of people believe that filtered cigarettes are healthier than unfiltered cigarettes, and it is a complete myth. So one of the most important public health interventions we could make in this country would be to ban cigarette filters. And in my view, this would have two main effects. First of all smokers would suddenly realize that they had been lied to for a very long time, that filtered cigarettes were not better for their health. They were a marketing trick. And you can see in these incredible posters, Kent filters best of all leading filtered cigarettes. You get less tars and nicotine in Kent. Here we go. The man who thinks for himself knows. Viceroy gives you more of what you change to a filter for. And we can see here a scientist, possibly a doctor, smoking in a lab with chemical equations. So this is the wisest choice. Maximum filtration, smoothest smoke. And then here we've got the Parliament cigarettes with even a little gap at the end of the filter so that your tongue can't even touch the brown stuff on the filter. What we also know about filters is that a lot of them contain a dye. So when they turn brown, it's not because they've filtered out the tar. They haven't done that. There's a chemical change in the filter itself so they turn brown. So you think it's trapped brown stuff, but that isn't true. The brown stuff, the bad stuff, the cancer-causing stuff, and the disease-causing stuff has all gone into your lungs. And there's some evidence that people, because you draw more deeply on a filter, you may even draw that smoke deeper into the lungs, and filtered cigarettes may actually be even more dangerous than unfiltered cigarettes. So by banning filters, we send a clear message to smokers that the cigarette industry has been lying to them on top of the mountain of lies that they've already told. And you're then confronted with the very harsh reality of unfiltered cigarette smoke going into your lungs without any of the psychological comfort of what appears to be a filter there. The second big public health benefit would be to the environment. Filters are the most littered item on the planet. They're made of plastic. They're not made of some nice thing that biodegrades. Even biodegradable ones really don't biodegrade. And they're really damaging to the environment. So there have been lots of experiments where they put filters into fish tanks and it kills all the fish in the tank. They're really poisonous. They contain all of the bad stuff that's in tobacco, the bad stuff that's in the tobacco, because it's stuff that helps cigarette companies sell more cigarettes.